So you asked me an interesting question on why am I credentialed, and I'd like to think that it's a differentiator. And I don't know if it's ego or not, but one of the things that I've worked in Beverly Hills for many years, and I was posed the question, what makes you different than the guy that sits to the left and the right of you? And so I got my SEMA first, then I've got my Family Wealth Director, which is an internal designation, but it's only given out to 1% of the advisors that work for Morgan Stanley. You have to have 10 clients that are worth $10 million or more even to sit for the exam, but you're tested on all these different complicated topics. There's 7 different exams that you need to take, and then you have to take a comprehensive exam of all 7 put together, and then you have to go in for a 5-hour oral interview. And that was a real differentiator for everyone that worked at my company, putting you in the top 1%. After I got that, I decided to go for my CFP because that was the most widely recognized industry designation. And then after I had that, I decided I should go for the CPWA. And it seems like a lot of people don't know what the CPWA is, but I've heard other people say that if you know what a CFP is, which is like a master's degree in financial planning, then you could say the CPWA is like a PhD in financial planning. So if you were to present it that way to a client, the client will feel like I'm dealing with a really smart guy, and I like him and I trust him. And so it kind of all comes hand in hand in what makes you different than the guy that sits to the left and the right. At least you're credentialed. You've been vetted, and through that vetting process, it's the continuing education which brings us here. It's the ethics that are involved. It's a whole vetting process, and it makes you different than the rest of the pack.